Good morning everybody, myself Acharya Vishvendra, and today I'm going to discuss NCERT line to line question answer session, and this is the first chapter, electric charges and fields. And the purpose behind this video is to optimize your time and energy so that you don't have to read books in details, as it consumes a lot of time and energy and is a very stressful task. So these videos are just an optimization tool, and you can use it to bypass reading NCERT. You can make a simple reading, and you can check your understanding of the book by using this question answer session. And it's a more object oriented manner to prepare for that, and you can prepare the entire chapter within a few hours. So let's begin with the questions. So here is the first question, that when we take off our synthetic clothes in winters, we see a spark, we hear a crackle, both or none. So here third option will be correct, as we see a spark and we hear a crackle. Next question is lightning is an example of, so it's an example of electrical discharge. So first is correct over here. Third is a sensation of electric shock while opening the door of a car or bus after sliding from the or seat is due to, so it is due to the electrical discharge. So first is correct over here. Next is electric current discharges through our body due to accumulation of charges due to rubbing off. So this is due to rubbing of the insulating surfaces. So first is correct over here. Next is electric charge discharges through our body due to generation of. So this is due to the generation of static electricity. So first is correct over here. Next is static means anything that does not move with time, does not change with time. So both are correct over here. So third will be correct. Next is electrostatics deals with the study of force, field, potential, or all. So all will be correct over here. Next is the credit for discovery of the fact that amber rubbed with wool or silk attract light object goes to. So this credit goes to Thales of Miletus. He was a scientist and he observed that when amber is rubbed with wool or silk, it attracts light objects. So in a way it gets the property of electrification. So that's from where the name comes, Thales of Miletus. Next is Thales of Miletus belonged to. So he was a person who belonged to Greece. Next question number 10 is, during what time it was discovered that amber rubbed with wool or silk attract light objects? So this was during the time 600 BC. So third option is correct over here. Next is electricity is coined from. So electricity is coined from the Greek word electron. So first is correct over here. Next is, on bringing ironed pieces of papers near TV screen. So due to ironing, paper will get charged, so it will attract the screen itself, so it gets attracted. So first is correct over here. Next is question number 13. In the above question, the piece of papers, first option is gets attracted to screen only for an instant, or it remain stuck to screen for a while. So second will be correct over here, as it remains stuck to the screen for a while. Then is, when two glass rods rubbed with wool or silk are brought close together, they. So let's understand this because it's a conceptual question. So suppose there are two glass rods and each of them are rubbed with, let us say, wool. So these are glass rods and this is wool. So when you will rub is then what will happen is there will be transfer of electrons, and as observed experimentally, glass rod will get positive charge and wool or silk will get negative charge. It was experimentally observed that when you rub glass with wool or silk, then there is a transfer of charges, or charges appear on the glass and wool itself. Then the question here was, they are brought close together. So when the glass rods are brought close together, so charge is same on the glass rod as you can see over here, and like charges repel each other, so there will be an electrostatic repulsion. So we can say that they will repel each other. So second option will be correct over here. Now is question number 15. In the above question, two strands of wool or silk. Similarly, we can see on wool or silk, there is also same nature of charge, so they will also repel each other, so there will be repulsion. So the two strands of wool or silk, they will also repel each other. So second option will be correct over here. Next is question number 16. In the above question, glass rod and wool or silk shows. Now we can see that there is opposite type of charges on glass rod and silk, so certainly they will attract each other, as unlike charges attract each other. So there will be attraction involved over here. So as per question number 16 is concerned, first will be the correct answer. Next is question number 17. Two plastic rods rubbed with cat's fur shows attraction or repulsion. So let's take another example of plastic rod. Suppose these are two plastic rods. This is P1, this is P2. They are rubbed with cat's fur. Suppose this is cat's fur. So when they are rubbed with cat's fur, then plastic rods get negative charge as per convention given by Sir Benjamin Franklin. And obviously cat's fur will get positive charge. So these positive and negative charges are the standard conventions as given by Sir Benjamin Franklin. So the question here is that rubbed two plastic rods. So similarly, the plastic rods here, they have negative charge. So certainly there will be repulsion between them. So repulsion will be the correct option. So option number 2 will be correct over here. Now there is another question. In the above question, plastic rod repel the fur, attract the fur. So obviously there will be attraction as they have opposite charges. So second option will be correct over here. Next is in the above question, plastic rod and glass rod showed. So we can see that charges on glass rod is positive, plastic rod is negative, so there will be an attraction. So first option will be correct over here. Next is in the above question, plastic rod and wool or silk showed. So we can see that charge on plastic rod or wool and silk both are negative. So this is your wool and silk, it also has got negative charge, and plastic rod also has got negative charge, so there will be electrostatic repulsion between plastic rod and wool or silk. So second option will be correct over here. Next is if a plastic rod rubbed with fur is made to touch two small pith balls, then they will show. So plastic rod has got negative charge, and suppose this plastic rod, it touches a pith ball, so what will happen is the pith ball will also get negative charge. So and since it touches two pith balls, so they will get negative charge like this, and obviously there will be electrostatic repulsion over here. So they will show repulsion, hence second option will be correct over here. Next is question number 22. In the above question, plastic rod and pith balls shows. So charges are of the same nature, so they will again show electrostatic repulsion. So we can say that plastic rod and pith ball shows repulsion. So second will be correct over here. Next is question number 23. A pith ball is touched with glass rod and another pith ball is connected with plastic rod, then these balls will show. Now here we can see that the pith ball connected with plastic will get negative charge, whereas since charge on glass rod is positive, so when it will be touched with a pith ball, it will acquire the positive charge, Now we can say that this positive and this negative, certainly charges are of opposite nature, so they will attract each other, hence there will be attraction. So we can say that there will be an attraction, so option number 1 will be correct as per question number 23 is concerned. Now there is another question. The above mentioned facts were observed, so these were observed in years, so fourth is correct. Next is the experiments on pithball suggested, so they suggested two type of charges, so first is correct over here. Next is in the above question, cause of attraction and repulsion is its electrification, first is correct over here. Next is when glass rod is rubbed with silk, then obviously both get different type of charges, so second is correct over here. Next is like charges, so they repel each other, so first is correct over here. Next is the property which differentiates the two type of charges is called, it's called the polarity, so first is correct over here. Next is question number 30, if electrified glass rod is brought to in contact with silk with which it was rubbed. So now the electrified rod is brought in contact with the wool, so we can take the example from here. So if these are made to again touch each other, then charges will again get attracted due to their property and they will neutralize each other. So we can say that, yeah, so they will no longer attract each other, and second option will be correct over here. Next is in the above question, question number 31 is, in the above question the glass rod after in contact with silk, now since they are being neutralized, so they will do not attract light objects as the charge has been lost after contacting them, so second will be correct over here. Now is the charge acquired by bodies after rubbing get lost remains even, so it gets lost as opposite charges will attract each other and ultimately the body will be neutralized, so first is correct over here. Next is charges are named negative and positive because obviously because they nullify each other, so first is correct over here. Next is charges, question number 35. It says that charges were named negative and positive by, so it was by the scientist Benjamin Franklin, so first is correct over here. Next is Benjamin Franklin was, so Benjamin Franklin was he was an American scientist, so second is correct over here. Next is the philosophy in naming charges as positive and negative is because obviously they can add to zero, so first one is correct over here. Next is question number 38, positive charge exists on, so as per the standard sign convention, positive charge exists on glass rod as well as cat's fur, so it exists on both, so third is correct over here. Next is negative charge exists on, so negative charge exists on plastic rod and silk, so third is correct over here. Next is if an object possesses an electric charge, it is said to be, so it is said to be electrified or charged, so third is correct over here. Next is if an object has no charge, it is said to be, so it is said to be electrically neutral, so second is correct over here. Next is in olden days electricity and magnetism were treated as, so they were treated as separate subjects, second option is correct. Next is electricity dealt with charges on, so it dealt with charges on glass rod, cat's fur, batteries, lightning, etc., so 4 is correct over here. Next is magnetism dealt with, so magnetism used to deal with the interaction of magnets, the iron filings and the compass needle itself, so here fourth option is correct. Question number 45 is, who first found that compass needle is reflected by passing electrical current in a nearby wire? So he was the Danish physicist Oersted, so first is correct over here. Next is the above observation was made in the year, it was made in 1820, first is correct over here. Next is Ampere and Faraday supported the above observations by saying that, so both statements are correct as Ampere and Faraday worked extensively to prove that there is interdependency of electricity and magnetism. You can create electric fields using the magnetic fields, and certainly you can create magnetic fields by changing the electric fields. And it was later known that both are the same, the different parts of the same field, which is called as electromagnetic field. One can give rise to another. And later on it was also known that light, which we perceive as a wave, is an electromagnetic wave comprising of self-sustained electric and magnetic fields. The electric field creates the magnetic field, the magnetic field creates the electric field, and they propagate through vacuum without need of any material medium. So it was supported by both the statements. So third is correct over here. Next is the unification of electricity and magnetism was achieved by. So both of these scientists worked together. So it was third option is correct over here. Next is the interdependency of electricity and magnetism is expressed as. So this is expressed as electromagnetism. First is correct. Next is most of the phenomena occurring around us can be described under. So this can be described under electromagnetism, and the electromagnetic forces dominates general life. It may be friction, it may be surface tension, the spring force, the forces occurring in living cells. So most of the phenomena at general level are dominated by electromagnetic fields. So this is electromagnetism. And question number 51 is virtually every force that we can think of have their origin in. So they have their origin in electromagnetism. So first option is correct over here. Next is origin. Question number 52. Its origin from electromagnetism exists in. So all are correct as I explained earlier. Next is electromagnetic forces. It is one of the fundamentals. The first option is correct over here. Next is Maxwell's equation plays same role in electromagnetism as played by Newton's equation is mechanics. So first option is correct over here. Next is Maxwell argued that light is an electromagnetic wave. Its speed can be calculated by using pure electric and magnetic phenomena. So he argued both the statements. Actually, light is comprising of mutually perpendicular electric and magnetic field. It's like that. Here is the magnetic field, here is the velocity of light, and here is the electric field. And both of these, electric field and the magnetic field, are self-sustained. So it's just like that. So third option will be correct over here. Next is Maxwell's claim that science of optics is intimately related to electricity and magnetism. So it was related to both electric as well as magnetic fields. So third is correct over here. Next is the foundation of modern technological civilization is based on science of electricity or science of magnetism. So it's in fact based on both. So third option is correct over here. Next is electrical power, telecommunication, radio and televisions are based on. So these are based on principles of science. So first is correct over here. Next is charged particles in motion exert. So they exert electric forces as well as magnetic forces. So third is correct over here. Next is in a frame where all charges are at rest. So if all charges are at rest, then there will be no magnetic field observed. Hence forces will be purely electrical, as the charge at rest appears to emit electric field to the neutral, to the observer, with respect to which the charge is stationary. Next are gravitational forces are, so they are long range forces. Second is correct over here. Next is effect of gravitation force is experienced only when distance of interaction is small or large or both. So both are correct as they are long range forces. So even the distance is small or large, you can feel gravitation forces. Next is electrical force is weaker than gravitational is stronger. So it's much stronger. As you can see, you can balance a page by the entire force of gravity between the page and the earth. So electromagnetic forces are much stronger than the gravitation forces. Next is gold leaf electroscope is an apparatus used to detect. So it is an apparatus used to detect charge on a body. So second is correct over here. Next is a gold leaf electroscope consists of, so all are these components. 4 is correct. Next is in a gold leaf electroscope leaves are attached to. So as you can see over here, leaves are attached to the bottom. So second is correct over here. Next is when a charged object touches a metal knob at the top of the gold leaf electroscope, then the gold leaves. Obviously, there will be a transfer of charges. They will have like charges, so they will repel each other. Hence, distance between them will increase, so they will diverge. So, second is correct over here. Next is in the above question, degree of divergence is a measure of. Obviously, it's a measure of the charge, because more the charge, more will be the electrostatic force, and hence more will be divergence. Next here is it's a pictorial. It's a picture of the gold leaf electroscope. It's consists of like the various parts over here. So let's study the question. The question here is 1, 2 and 3 represents. So one part corresponds to the metal knob. Two part here it corresponds to the glass window, and this three part corresponds to the rubber. So second option is correct over here. Next is in the above question 4 and 5 represent. So 4 here is the gold leaves and 5 is the metal rod. So option number 2 is correct over here as per question 70 is concerned. Now in question 71 we bring a positive rod which has a positive charge near this electroscope, and the rod is made to touch the metal knob. Then obviously metal rod will require positive charge, and there will be transfer of charges between the rod and the conducting wire, and because of that the gold leaves will require positive charge. Certainly the positive charge through the metal rod as it is conducting will get transferred to the metal rod, and through the metal rod it will get transferred to the gold leaves. And next is electrons will leave gold leaves. Obviously if gold leaves acquire positive charge, initially it was neutral, then that means electrons have flown from the gold leaves through the metal rod to this rod. So certainly electrons have left the gold leaves because of that, which require positive charge, because charge is conserved in an isolated system. So 4 is correct over here. Next is in the above question, if rod has a negative charge, then so obviously rod has negative charge, so metal knob will require negative charge. It will require metal rod will also require negative charge, and gold leaves will diverge because negative charge will be there on both the leaves, so certainly they will diverge. So here option 4 is correct. Next is figure shows the schematic diagram of a simple electroscope. 1 to 3 represents. So here it's a first option is correct. 1 represent the aluminum knob, second represent aluminum foil, and third represent the bottle. Now coming to question number 74, it is in a simple electroscope a paper scale can be used to, so it's used to measure separation of leaves. Next is if a white paper is ironed and made into two halves by folding, then obviously they will get charged, so they will repel each other because of like charges. Next is the above experiment shows that paper has obviously it has acquired charge, so first option will be correct over here. Next is the effect taking place in gold leaf electroscope is, so it's electrostatic repulsion. So second option is correct over here as per question 77 is concerned. Next is on charging the curtain rod by touching the ball end with the electrified body, charge is transferred to curtain rod, charge is transferred to aluminum foil, so it is transferred to both. So option number third will be correct over here. In 79, in the above question, both the halves of the foils gets, obviously they get similar charges, so there will be repulsion, so first is correct over here. Next is question number 80, all matter is made up of, so atoms and molecules, so third will be correct. Next is normally the materials are electrically neutral, third is correct over here. Next is normally material, so we can say that they do not contain net charges or their charges are exactly balanced, both are same type of statement, so third option is correct over here. Next is which of the following are electromagnetic forces, so all of these are electromagnetic forces and fourth is correct. Next is electric force is pervasive and encompasses with our life, both are correct, third is correct. Next is to electrify a neutral body, we need to add one kind of charge or we need to remove, so in both methods you can charge the body or electrify a body, so third is correct over here. Next is when we say that a body is charged, we refer to the excess or deficiency of charge. So third is correct over here. Next is in solids, charges which are transferred from one body to another. So they are obviously loosely bound electrons. So first is correct over here. Next is a body can be positively charged by making it. So either you can make it loose electron. Yes, it is loose electron. So first is correct over here. Next is a body can be negatively charged by making it. You can make it gain electrons. So second is correct over here. Next is when we rub a glass rod with silk, then glass rod gets negative charge, as I explained earlier. So here was the concept. So when this sheet is given, it's like glass rod gets positive charge and silk gets negative charge, as I showed earlier. So there are transfer of electrons from glass rod to the silk. So first option is correct over here. Next is in the above question, glass rod gets negative charge. First is correct. Next, silk gets negative charge, as he explained earlier. Next, in the above process, no charge is created as it is just redistributed. So third is correct over here. Next is in the process of rubbing, number of transferred electrons are, it's a very small number because only very few electrons are in the outermost shell. So it's second option is correct. Next is in the above question, the electrons from the very surface, which are the valence shell electrons, which are present at the at the very surface, only those are transferred. So loosely bound electrons are transferred. So second option will be correct over here. Next is when a body is rubbed with another, then the body may get charged, the body do not get charged. We have to stick to certain pairs. It depends on the the relative energies of the electrons present in the two substances. As we can see that glass has to be rubbed with wool or silk, or plastic has to be rubbed with fur in order to see their electrification. So certainly we have to stick to certain pairs for the electrification process. So we can say that fourth is the best possible option. So 96 is concerned, we stick to the fourth option. Then is a metal rod hand in hand when rubbed with wool. So the concept here is, suppose there is a metal rod and you are using a wool to rub it. So when you are using your hand, so what will happen is it will certainly acquire a charge, but as human body is conducting, the charge will flow to the ground. So although it has been electrified, but since human body is conducting, so the charge will get transferred in a very short span of time. So if we talk in long terms, in a long time interval, then we can say that there will be no electrification involved. So we can say that it will not show charging. So as per the time duration is enlarged, so in a long term it will not show charging, as charge will flow. So second is correct over here. Next is a metal rod with insulating handle. However, if you repeat the same process by keeping insulating handle, so human body here is conducting. So if you keep insulating handle, then suppose it gets positive charge, this is insulator, so there will no transfer of charge, hence it will show charging, and as it can attract other objects. So if you use an insulating handle, then certainly it will show charging. So we can say that first option will be correct over here. Next is, if we connect a copper wire to a neutral pith ball and a negative charge to the ball, then obviously pith ball will get negative charge, as there will be transfer of charge. So second option will be correct over here. Next is, in the above question, if a nylon thread or rubber band is used, so the rubber band or nylon thread is an insulator. So as I explained earlier, so there will be no transfer of charge. So second is correct over here. Next is substances which allow electricity to pass through them are called conductors basically. So first is correct over here. Next, conductors they have free electrons in them, because of which they are able to conduct. So first is correct. Next is, which of the following are conductors? All are conductors. Fourth is correct. which non-metals are. All are example of non-metals. 4 is correct. Next is non-metals they offer high resistance to the flow of electricity, so first is correct over here. Next is substances are. So substances may be metals, non-metals or semiconductors. Fourth is correct. Next is substances are. They may also be classified as conductors, semiconductors and insulators. Fourth is correct over here. Next is when some charge is given to a conductor, then it gets distributed over the entire surface. Yes, because suppose this is a conductor and you put a positive charge over here, then what will happen is it has contain excess of free electrons, so they will ultimately get transferred to this point, and ultimately the potential energy of the system has to be minimum. So in a steady state we can say that there should be uniform distribution of charge so that there is no free movement of electrons. So for that the charge has to be uniformly distributed so that there is no component of electric field along the surface. So in a steady situation we can say that charge should be uniformly distributed so that there is no tangential component of electric field, and hence it should be distributed uniformly. So we can say that first is correct over here, whereas in case of insulator there are no free electrons, so it can stick at the same place. So second is correct over here. Next is a nylon or plastic comb gets electrified on combing dry air. A metal spoon does not get it. Both are correct as I explained earlier. So third is correct over here. Next is why a metal spoon. I have explained earlier, because it gets leaked. So second is correct. Next is when we bring a charged body in contact with earth, then so obviously the excess charge gets disappeared as to the earth, as there is a flow of charges from the earth. Suppose this is a body and it has got a positive charge and you connect it to the earth, so what will happen is electrons will flow from earth to the to this body, and they will continue flowing till there is no net excess charge on this, because if there is charge then certainly electrons can come up to the body. So if we assume the static situations where flow of charge has stopped, then there has to be no excess charge, otherwise there will be continuous flow of electrons, or from the metal to the surface or from earth to the metal, depending on the charges. So that's why. Next is question number so as per question 112 is concerned, so all the excess charge we can say, because there are only excess charges which are transferred. The inner charges, the inner protons and electrons are not transferred during the process. Next, on earthing a charged body, momentary current flows. Obviously it's a momentary current, so first is correct over here. Next is the process of sharing charges with earth. It's called grounding or earthing, so third option will be correct over here. Next is earthing is the process. Question number 115. Earthing is the process of sharing charges with earth, and it also provides a safety measure for the electrical circuit. So both are correct over here. So third is correct. Next, for earthing in buildings, I think both are correct. So third option is correct. Next is electrical wiring in our houses. They have 3 wires. So second is correct over here. Next is earth wiring has the wire. Obviously earth has wiring earth. Next is semiconductors offer. So these are in the midway, neither the largest nor the smallest. So fourth option will be correct. Next is electrical current flows from power station to our homes is supplied by, so both the wires supply the charges. So third is correct over here. Next is which wire of power supply is connected to buried metal plate, so it is the earth wire. So third is correct. So you can see that we have done 121 question, so it just take us about half an hour. So it's the videos are designed with the purpose to optimize your time and energy. As you can see that in this entire half an hour you can complete 121 questions, and since in a particular question you have to focus on a very small part of information, so it stimulates your mind brain system to work continuously, and because it excites you that what will be next question, what will be its you are able to focus for that very small duration, as distraction from studies is a very challenging thing these days. It's not possible to focus for half an hour by reading a paragraph, because there will be distraction. You will think And when you will think, there will be a thinking process involved, there will be multiple thoughts, and there is a chance of distraction. So these videos are made so that you can study in distraction free manner and can focus on a very small part of information, and you can ultimately develop your mind brain system, develop the algorithms of the mind brain system by working at a very small level. So these are just an optimization tool for the students, and just to optimize their time and energy so that they can prepare well for the exam. Thank you and have a nice day.